I had previously been, married and in a 10-year relationship, which didn't produce any children, from my late 20s into my 30s. And I didn't really think that I was ever going to get the opportunity to be a family man. Guys around me, had children, and it was not a role that I thought was going to happen for me. Which is really odd because, I came from this big Irish Roman Catholic family of six, and, I just expected it was going to happen. I'm eternally grateful for the opportunity to belong to something bigger than myself. I really do feel privileged to actually be part of this thing that is our little unit of 4 people. I think there's a division between being a father and being a stepfather. I think I had a conscious choice that I wanted to actually join this family, and some guys become fathers and because it's thrust upon them, literally, biologically. I didn't. I had the choice. I could have become part of this family, or I could have chosen to stay outside and just be a partner, the boyfriend kind of thing, with my now wife. I'm glad in a way that I was impulsive in the way that I joined the family. I just jumped in with both feet. I didn't really think it through. I had a picture of what it meant to be a father from my own parents. The model of being a father from my parents, from my father's time, has changed. I believe that the structure of society is very different. I think that there's a vast number of guys in exactly the same position that I'm in, who are out there, who are having to kind of make it up as you go along, because I think when you're a biological father, you see that, I'm the dad and therefore I've got a right. Whereas being a stepfather, it's a very much more open-ended deal. I think being a stepfather, you're a creation of your own design, really. There are no rules. Someone told me that you're only a grown-up once you've had children. And I think that's not quite true, but it may be true in my case. Being a stepfather has altered how I behave on a day-to-day basis. I've become a lot less selfish. I have to think ahead of other people, and it's made me a lot more reflective about also what my parents did for me. There are sacrifices for the children, and you don't think twice about doing them. But now, in retrospect, I understand the kind of sacrifices that were unsung that my parents did for me. And that's really quite an awakening, actually. And it's not until you're in the position that your parents were in that you can actually truly reflect back on it and go, oh yeah, I understand now. I think that being a father has made me revisit a lot of things that I thought I knew very well, but I now realise that I only knew part of my family and my personal history in part. I think I have now learned an awful lot by partaking in bringing up, bringing up children. It's I don't have a rosy picture of, some kind of chocolate box idea of what parenthood is like, when the kids don't behave and everyone's tearing the place up and the place is a mess and everyone's running around like a bear with a sore head. It certainly brings you down to earth, but I would not give this up for the world.